we had a little bit of a cooler day than yesterday, I would say. Calmer at least.
Yeah, it was nice to have not only calm conditions, beautiful skies, and nice temperatures, but it happened on a weekend. And everyone's probably wondering, how long is this going to last? So let's take a look at our weather headlines. We will have a sunny and calm start to the work week, and that's going to be a continuation of what we experienced today. But we will hit a bump in the road heading into midweek. We are looking for some thunderstorm activity Tuesday, Wednesday. But that's probably going to be short-lived as well. And as we look forward already to next weekend, we could probably have nice sunny conditions as well. But I'll get to all of those details with your forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Andy.
And it was a beautiful end to the weekend, but how much longer will this nice weather last? I'll have your forecast coming up.
And Andy's in now with a check of the weather, and it was a pretty nice day out there today.
Very nice. Of course, we're always looking for these types of days. And I always joke here in Minnesota and in the Midwest, we only get about 7 to 10 quote-unquote perfect days.
Yeah.
I would say today was probably one of them, and it ended very, very well. Let's take a look at what I captured there on this carsoup.com Skycam time lapse. This was the very end of the day. It was a beautiful sunset. Didn't have many clouds in the sky even at the end of the day. And what we're looking for is rather pleasant conditions into tonight and tomorrow. Right now, temperatures are exactly what we'd like to see here at 10 o'clock. 72 in Mankato, 70 in Fairmont, 68 in Windham. And we've pretty much taken all of that moisture out of the air, at least that uncomfortable moisture, and that's allowed us to maybe even open up the windows, depending on how circulation is where you live. Right now, that dew point is down to 63. Remember, that was in the 80s just a week ago and upper 70s yesterday. So very nice and much more comfortable. Humidity right now sits at 73% here on top of the hill. Today, temperatures were very, very pleasant. And if you guessed it was going to be 81 for a high, well, many cities had exactly that across our area. Albert Lea, Fairmont, Worthington, just a touch warmer in northern Iowa. Spencer had a high of 84 degrees. Here are the statistics from Mankato, and you can compare the notes. Pretty much where we should be. Our normal is 84 degrees. We set at 81. 66 was the low this morning, and we should be right around 61 degrees. And as far as the precipitation, we did have those spot showers heavy at times last night. Today, nothing, but that got us over 5 inches of rain with a week to go here in July. But speaking of rain or lack thereof across the region, it's kind of difficult to find any organized storms after yesterday's craziness. Just a little bit of some rumbles heading through the northern part of Minnesota. Otherwise, you have to get down south of Omaha into Kansas City before we see any additional substantial thunderstorm activity. However, there's always a catch. We will see things changing, at least not right away, but as we head into probably the midweek portion. And here's what we're talking about. High pressure moved in, dominated, blew everything out of there last night. And hey, it's sitting right on top of us. And that's going to be the case over the next 24 hours. Your entire day Monday should be just as beautiful as today. A little bit of some sprinkles pushing through central to northern Minnesota tomorrow, but shouldn't affect us at all. And as we head into Tuesday, more of the same nice weather, but look at that, a little warm front popping on through. That will increase our temperatures, increase that moisture in the air. And anytime you see a warm front, that promotes a little bit of lift, and that could promote some shower activity heading into late Tuesday, Wednesday, but not tonight. Tonight's going to be beautiful. Look for an overnight low of 64 degrees with not much of a wind to speak of. Tomorrow, then look for another beautiful day, 83 for a high and plenty of sunshine. As I mentioned with the thunderstorm activity, we are looking for a very good chance heading into late Tuesday into Wednesday and also a little bit into Thursday as the entire system continues to do what it wants to do. But we are expecting it to move out before Friday, and that should be Friday even into Saturday. So we're already thinking about next weekend. Right now it looks to be not too bad, even though maybe a bit warm, highs mid-upper 80s.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Andy.